Right, I'm back. This is part of number 26. It might be anyway, or 27, could be. But I've started to do this, and I thought I got the camera on, and then when I did the memory card, so I've just put it back in, formatted it, it's ready to go. So we're actually doing it. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm actually using Starship Filth, which is a oil paint, a 502. It's still called 502. I don't think you call it 502 anymore, but I've got quite a few bits of this, and I'm actually making sure that I put it on there, but not. It can actually. It just doesn't look so bad. You can just take bits off it to make it thinner, because you don't want it all being black anyway. So over there as well, and I'm just coating it and then rubbing it off, getting some around bits and pieces you can't see. And I'll add other colours in a minute, but the Starship Filth was quite a good colour. It's a bit like the Tamil Wash. The trouble is this. I think this is a bit more controllable in some ways. Because you can manipulate it. I haven't sprayed that bit yet, it's glued in place. So I'm going to get a bit more dark a bit down here. Not going to see a lot of this, but it's a case of doing it, isn't it? Just make it look a bit grubby. And I've done a bit around there, so I'm going to do a bit more here. Just dropping it into place. Not putting any pressure on it, because this is 3D printing and I'm not sure maybe it would take a lot of stabbing around. Right, there you go. And then I'll get a bit of thinners on its own, just to clear up where I didn't want it to be. I'll get a bit of a paint there. Gives it a bit of dirtiness. Come round. Oh, you can't see that, sorry. That's the trouble. I used to have my screen, I could just look over. There we go, yeah. And you won't be able to see what I'm doing there, but I'll show you when I've finished. I'm doing this all the way along here. A little bit over that. These racks would have been better if they's photo etched, because they're not actually lumps, but at least it's there anyway. Oops, look at that, that's why I've just put it on neat now. I shouldn't have done that. So, got to get rid of that. Thankfully you can. That's it. I don't want to get too much on the shells, because they're normally pretty straightforward. Should have done some chipping, but I can do some chipping later. And this is my little work tray with the oil in, and it won't dry very quickly, so it's good. Now I'm going to put some around on the floor here, around the edges, just to make it look a bit grotty. Again, you're not going to see it, but it's worth doing. And I'll put some industrial earth around there later on, just to give it a bit more. It does dry lighter than what it is, obviously, we know that, so that's good. When you start this, there's always a bit of an apprehension to doing it, but as you can thin it quite quickly, just with a bit of thinner, and it evaporates quite nicely. And anyway, I can dry the brush and it soaks it up. and here we go. Gonna get rid of that because it's too much, but it will dry back anyway. Right, now I've got to turn over the other side and do it. I've got to do this side now, so I need to turn it round. Good thing I can actually do a bit of the different colour on the radiator. Where's it in the screenshot? Yeah, I think that's okay. So I've got to do this side here. So here we go. I didn't do that there. I will now. Oops, too much black. Or too much starch at velvet, I think. Definitely got to get a lot of that off now. Does it look so dark? That shouldn't look too bad because it's going to go dry anyway, especially when I do this. Hope you can still see it. I might as well stop in a minute because I think you're getting the gist of what I'm doing. Right, I'm going to carry on now and come back because otherwise the video will be really long. So that's it for this segment. Right, we're back. I've done it and it's drying out nicely now and I'm quite happy with that. It's not overkill, and basically I've done it all around here as well with a bit. You can see the patches, I should think. I'm going to do some dust in there later on, even when it's buttoned up, because I can actually do that with the turrets when I can actually still get to this area anyway. And so I'm just gonna, I don't know whether it's going to work. I don't know whether you can see it. It's a bit shiny, but the details actually show up quite nicely. I've done it all the way around, even in, so it's a bit mucky all on the white. I've got my shield, which I nearly forgot for the radiator. I nearly forgot about that. So that's in there as well. So, yep. So that's not looking too bad. I'll just take it out a little bit so you can see a bit more wider, and that'll be the end of this short segment anyway. So just thought to show you that what I've done, and I can actually put this on again and show you. That's what it will look like and what you'll see. But I can still see down the edges, and if you've got the turret off, you can see right down right in as well. So you will be able to take the turret off and see all the details, which is a good thing. So that's what you can see. Might do a bit of chipping around here and around there, but I can do that anyway. So I can do that on camera later. But this is as far as I'm gonna leave it for the moment, and I'll leave it like that. And we'll come back on the next segment. Right, I'm back, and I think it's time to close the top half off now. I've actually got the periscope in place, which you can see there. That's all in place, so it's done, and it does turn, but I won't never be able to move it once I've got it into a position, so I'll leave it there. That's the position it'll be in all the time. I know, I think I'll turn it right round so it's actually seen, so you can see it when you look through the hatch. There you go, you can. Right, so I've got to glue this on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glue along here, and I can actually do the bits of the back later, so because that's got to be done with the back. So I'm talking in riddles, but here we go. So I'm going to use this glue because it contactor, whoops, that's it, contactor, because it does actually take a bit longer to do, and so I can wipe it off if it any goes. So I'm going to be putting bits there, there's a bit here. Right, so here we go. Or do I put it in the hole? Yeah, I think I can put it on. I'll put it on here, and then I might have to run. Here we go. So to the back now. I'm sorry if my head gets in the way. I didn't notice my head screen getting in the way. I can't help that much too. There we go. Right, now we've got to get it in and hold it in. So what I'm going to do is put it on. I'm going to switch off now because I'm trying to hold it to be a bit awkward on camera. So here we go. Hi, I'm back, and as you can see, I've done the plates on the back. You'll see that in a minute. I had a problem because this end didn't quite match up. I've had to extend very fractionally the rear single plate you saw, the one that goes around the exhaust area, as you'll see in a minute. Actually, you won't see the extension because I've smoothed it in, it's all okay. And I had some issues in the back end. And yeah, it did click into place, as Andy said, so I can't say too much about that. There must have been something that I didn't quite do. I think I didn't quite get this plate down the front here quite in, as it should do, and I think that might have caused the problem. But anyway, I've sorted it out. To me it looks okay. I've cleaned all around, so I put filler around and joined the sides, and it looks as it should do. So there you go. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do, turn it around on the plate, and you can see the shine here. That's still got the semi-gloss on it. This has got to have it, and I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm going to let that dry. I think you can see inside there I've got the actual guard in place. I thought I might have showed that in a previous video, but you can see it's actually down. These actually open and close as well. I'm leaving them like that for now because I'm going to do some varnishing. I've also got the if I close that one, I've got a periscope in place there like you saw earlier on. That is there, and I can actually get that up just by getting my finger underneath for the moment. In fact, you can just lift it up. I had to loosen that and make it a little bit looser. I couldn't push it in place, so I think what it is, it should be put in place when you actually put those two bits together. But anyway, anyone else is doing that, don't wait till last, because it's a fiddly job to do if you do. So the hatches are working now, and you've got a little bit more play in the area, but that's okay, because let's face it, you won't be looking at that anyway. Right, so here we go. So we come back round to this bit, so we start round. So that's all done, all the front, round to the side. I think that should get round. No, it won't. It's funny because the front goes out further. So there you go. And you can see inside there where everything is, it's okay. Oh, and this is the back. I've done all that. I've actually got, I knocked off this bit here, the actual the sledgehammer, and knocked it off, and I put that back on. So that's okay. It's nice and smooth. It's basically okay. All the way along is nice. You still can see the rusty bit inside, which is good. And I did spray up underneath there, so it actually gives it a colour of green. And you won't see it once the tracks are on. The tracks are not going to be going on until later on. And here they are. So if I put that up, that's what you'd see. But I'll leave them there for now. But yeah, so basically they're done. Oh, I'll put it back over right away. It's in undercover, because this is going undercover in a minute. I was going to give it a clear coat now, but I thought I'd leave it to completely cure off overnight. But it is dry for all intensive purposes. So, and there you go on that side. And I did glue these down. I glued them down because I thought, well, I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to hide any contraband in there. So there you go. And what I'm going to do now is do a complete clear coat and put it away then and start on the turret. So tomorrow I'll be clear coating. Most probably get it done in the morning, get it out of the way, and so it's done early, all the way around the top half, not so much the bottom half because I've already done all that. So that's okay. What's that? That's it, because they actually should move freely both sides. And there you go. So what we've got now is that's as far as we got, and I'm going to call that done. And I might even check to see if I've got any videos on this, and if it's, I'll call this it, so we can actually start on the turret separately. I sprayed all this without, not on camera, because I had so much trouble around here. I thought myself, no, I'll just get on and model it, because it just needed that pig. So I did a lot of it so far, bit on camera, but this time I've done it off camera. But I'm pleased with it, and the radio looks quite nice in there. And when you look at it, it really looks the part, and you can see it through the hatches. And I'll be having the turret most probably with the gun backwards when I display it, so I can keep his hatches open, so you can look down through anyway. So right, so if I do just quick back to the back, there we go. And it's all done and dusted. So if I bring it back round to there, and I'm going to put it back out there a bit further, and because I'm not going to turn it anymore, and there you go. So that's as it is now. I may set the camera up to spray the actual top part, so you can actually see the clear coat going on. I may do that as well. I haven't put the cleats on here because I've got them ready to paint in a tub over there. So they've got to be painted. Oh no, they have been painted black. I'll just paint it underneath and then stick them on. And whether I stick them on when I clear coat or not, I'm not sure. I might wait, stick them on. Yeah, I think that'd be better, wouldn't it? Stick it on with so it goes through the paint, and then clear coat over them as well. Because I will have to have a matte coat afterwards once all the decals are on. So, and that's the reason for the clear coat. But I would like to clear coat the whole thing because it gives you a good bit thing for the decals. And then also, then you can actually clear coat again with a matte, and then you've got that clear coat on there to protect everything, and then you can go in with oils and weathering in it, and it's that'd be the last result. And a bit of pre-shading in places like filler caps and all that to give it a little bit more distinction with just the green as it is. Right then, that's it then. I'll catch you on the next video if it is the end of number 27, and we'll see what I've done earlier on to actually do it. So here we go. I'll catch you on that. If this is the end, I'll say I'll do it at the end of the video.